We wanted to find a way to service the mythology, but at the same time, keep the question alive. Where is Riddick from and where is he going?
The world of Riddick, the world of Pitch Black, was so large, it was so expansive, and there's so much room to continue telling the story.
David Twohy has been working on this with Vin on and off for years. He's able to speak to the detail of the world in a way that you don't find very often.
Why another Riddick movie?
We are cut, thanks.
I guess it's because we never stopped hearing the drumbeat from the fans.
Vin's got this incredible Facebook following. They've told us very loudly that they want more Riddick.
Stop speed!
They want more of this mythology. They want to see more creatures, and they want us to continue telling this story.
I like to be a man of my word. How about you, Johns?
I don't know anybody in or out of the business that when I mentioned I was getting involved in the film weren't like really excited. I was FaceTiming with my father-in-law back in Winnipeg, and he was asking me, well, the Necromonger's in this movie? And I was like, yes, Tom, the Necromonger's in the movie.
The first movie my dad showed me was Predator, and I was 5. So I grew up watching all of these movies. I remember watching Pitch Black with my dad, like right before I moved to LA.
Finally found something worse than me, huh?
Fans of Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick are gonna be thrilled.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you? The light hurts my eyes.
I've been waiting a long time to see the third installment because the second was such a cliffhanger. So when the notion that I might be able to be a part of it came about, I jumped on it.
The first Pitch Black did us all proud, and I'm very pleased to be back to do the third.
When you're making something that people are excited about, that's what makes it worthwhile.
It was a question of how much money can we raise? What story do we tell with the amount of money that we can raise for this movie? So it was very much a logistical problem, as well as, a creative issue about where we go next with Riddick.
We ended up putting this film together independently with the intention of keeping the budget low, which would then allow Vin and David Twohy, DT as we call him, to make it the exact type of film they wanted to make it. More violent, a little bit more hard-hitting, some of the dialogue is a little bit more edgy.
And the rest of you are ready for dead animal pickup. I'm gonna go balls deep into dog.
104 kilo, take one, A marker.
I don't know if making a picture rated R makes the movie better, but the closer you get to that R rating, the more free you are to tell this story without holding punches.
Oh!
Holy shit.
DT wrote a couple of different treatments. Vin and him would go back and forth.
David, Twohy, and I have such a shorthand. We've proven to each other how much we care about the character, that we just hit the ground running.
When they finally came to this idea of Left 4 Dead on the alien planet, I knew they had struck gold.
One of the things I really enjoy about the movie is that opening act where you're watching what's really going on with this character, both internally and externally, without there being any dialogue. I think that's good filmmaking, and it feels like something we haven't seen.
Obviously, the first one, the whole weight of the movie is in the actors. I mean, the second one is unbelievable, it's huge. But when I've read the script and I saw that this third one was based on the actors, I thought, I don't care working with green screens and stuff like that, as long as it's an actor's film. And this is an actor's film. All the conflicts and everything are between human beings.
David is a very collaborative director. He's always open to ideas, and he just really gives you the room to play.
I honestly believe he cares about this film more than things going the way he planned necessarily.
Camera's all shooting this way. I have very limited angles here. Yeah. This door's technically closed, so I'm not shooting that way. Storyboard, it's you and Doll prepping jet hogs. I already changed my mind thinking about you integrating into their team now. So it's you and you prepping jet hogs, you standing guard.
DT told us it's really about Boss Johns and Santana going at each other.
The chains stay on.
So you have to create a reality for yourself that is not always spoken and a lot of backstory.
DT said something to me that I've always kind of believed in. Once it's on the page and once you hire an actor, that actor will always know the character better than anybody else.
I can go to DT and say, look, I need this moment now to help tell my story.
She wouldn't do that. She would do this. I've already talked myself out of 2 scenes, talked myself into another one.
If he doesn't agree, not only will he tell you, no, I don't agree, he'll take the time to say, and this is why.
It's an incredible balance that he has of being incredibly clear, but simultaneously being incredibly flexible to allow for the other creatives to sort of be involved in the storytelling.
I just wrote the script for the movie that I wanted to see next.
The question is, how many more movies will there be until we get to Furia?